evening, everyone. So, it's me, Shivshankar tharu and mentor simply. So, today my topic is how I will find. So, let's move on to our lecture. So, on the lecture we'll discuss mm, the ray optics. The ray optics, and inside it, we'll discuss about definition of reflection. Thereafter, we'll discuss types of reflection. Thereafter, we'll discuss optical image and some terms related to reflection. So, move ahead. So, uh, in this, ray optics is our lecture. Ray optics. Ray optics. What is ray optics? So, we are talking about ray optics. So, what does ray optics means? What does ray optics means? So simply, we are talking about optics. Optics is a device, optical medium. It's simply optics means optical medium. Okay, and ray means you know very well. Ray means a straight line path of light is straight or straight line path. Okay, so move ahead. Now, this is our lecture. Lecture. In this lecture one, we'll discuss. Well, we'll at first we'll discuss. We'll discuss. We'll discuss. We'll discuss. We'll discuss is definition of reflection of light. 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 And next we discuss. Next we discuss. Next we discuss types of types of types of reflection of light. Types of reflection of light. Third we discuss. Third we discuss. Third we discuss. Third we discuss laws of laws of reflection of light. 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 And fourth we discuss some terms. Some terms related to some terms related to some terms related to some terms related to reflection of light, related to reflection of light, some terms related to reflection of light. So begin let's begin let's begin. Before explaining you about the definition of reflection of light, I want to make you clear a superstitious view, and that it is that we see that mirror reflect our image. Okay, fine. Reflect our image. It's right. Okay, fine. But the main thing which reflect is silver, which is polished behind the mirror. Okay, mirror. In mirror, you will see us. What you say? Or metal, silver, is polished beside the glass, beside the one end of the glass, and other end is made as it is for reflection. Okay, so if we see that a mirror is a reflector, is a good reflector, fine. But inside the good reflector, what is the main cause? And that main cause is silver. We can't say a glass is a good reflector. Okay, glass. Okay, that silver is covered by a glass, and that glass gives safety to the formation of image or good formation of image on that silver. Okay, so whenever anyone asks what is the reason of the image good image formation, on the mirror, and the main reason is the silver, which is a metal, which is a good reflector, which is a good luster substance, and form our image very in very perfect way. So that's it. So now we begin the definition of reflection of light. So first, for the definition of reflection of light, reflection of light means bounce back, bounce back of ray from 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 polysurface, from a polysurface, bounce back of ray from a polysurface, bounce back of ray from a polysurface after reflection. I said polysurface. I said polysurface, not smooth surface. This surface, that polysurface can be smooth surface also, soft surface. Sure, I already speak of polysurface. Okay, so after reflection is called reflection of light. Is called reflection of light. Is called reflection of light. Okay, now we move ahead to the next question of this chapter, that is types of reflection of light. Types, types of of reflection, reflection of light. First is first we talk about first we talk about first we talk about first we talk about regular reflection, regular reflection, okay. And second we talk about irregular, irregular reflection. Okay. Now what is mean by regular reflection? What is mean by regular reflection? So regular reflection, regular reflection, regular reflection means regular reflection means parallel when versus parallel incident ray, parallel incident ray after 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 reflection, after reflection, reflected 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 parallelly, and so why it is called regular reflection. And this occur at the molecular level. If we see the concept at molecular level, then what is the reason behind parallel incident, parallel incident reflect parallel? And the reason is the regular reflector, molecules of regular reflector are almost at the same level, and when the incident, parallel incident, parallel incident ray, and when the parallel incident ray enter to the refracting surface, it reflected parallelly, it reflected parallelly, and it reflected parallelly. It means angle of angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. Angle of incident is equals to angle of reflection. Okay. This is the definition of regular reflection of light. Okay. Now, let's see a irregular reflection of light. Irregular, irregular reflection of light. So for irregular reflection of light, irregular reflection of light, irregular reflection of light. So what is meant by irregular reflection of light? What I said? Irregular, irregular, parallel incident. There is also parallel incident. But the thing is, there is also parallel incident ray after, but in this case, after reflection, what happens is, after reflection, reflected ray, reflected ray, after reflection, reflected ray, parallel incident ray after reflection, reflected at any direction, reflected that parallel incident ray after reflection, reflected at any direction, at any direction. So see, if you see its molecular level, if you see why the rays are reflected at any direction, when you go to its molecular level, then what you see is, suppose this is the surface, okay? This is the surface of which mirror? Irregular reflector. Irregular reflector. Suppose this is the, at the molecular level, when you see the surface of the irregular reflector, you will find that the molecules are, the molecules are, are, the molecules of the surface are totally at different level, are at different level, are at different level, are at different level. Okay? Okay? We are talking, you won't found like this type of surface. You will see totally plain surface. But when you see at molecular level in irregular reflector, then what you find is the molecules are totally at the biggest. We are talking at the molecular level. The molecules are at biggest up and down. Okay, so now see, whenever the incident ray, parallel incident ray enters on the reflecting surface, after reflection, it bent, after reflection, it reflected at any direction. So this is what you say, this is the incident ray, and this is reflected ray. Reflected ray. Now, I'm going to talk about, now, I'm going to talk about uh, laws of reflection of light. What is the laws of reflection of light? So laws of reflection of light. Laws of reflection of light. What the law says about the reflection of light? What the law of reflection of light says us? It state that it state that it state that incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, incident ray, reflected ray, normal of incidence, normal of incidence, all lie in the same plane, all lie in the same plane. It means this is, suppose, a mirror, plane mirror. This is a plane mirror. So whenever the incident ray strike on the surface of this mirror. So after reflection, the reflected ray come back to the same angle as the angle of incidence. So angle I is equals to angle I is equals to angle R, angle I is equals to angle R. So angle I is equals to angle R. So see now, incident ray. This is incident ray. This is incident ray. This is reflected ray. And this is normal of incidence. We suppose I have taken A, O. Okay, let it be and O. So this angle, this line, whole line angle is normal of incidence. Okay, so all lie in the same plane. In the same plane, it means that incident ray reflected in normal of incident all lie in the same plane. It means that it lie in one side. In one side. Suppose this is x-axis. This is x-axis. All lie in the one side of the x-axis. That is this plane. No? Okay. So another thing it says that point is this. It says that angle of incidence is always angle of reflection. Yes? And the law of reflection is used in both cases, regular reflection of light as well as irregular reflection of light. See, so in this case also you will find angle R is equals to angle R. In such a case you find angle R is equals to angle R. Whenever you see reflection, there is always the law used called law of reflection. Okay? Now, we'll talk about some terms related to reflection of light. Some terms related to reflection of light. So, I'll give you 2 seconds. Please write it. Okay, now. Now, is my duster. Duster. Okay. Now, so terms related to reflection of light. Some terms related to reflection of light. So first is we'll talk about ray. So what is ray? What is ray? Ray means a straight straight line path or straight line path of light. Okay, this is a straight line from point A to point B, pointing towards the point B. So AB, this AB is a ray. It is a ray. It is a ray. Okay. Now we'll talk about beam. What does beam means? Beam, beam means simply beam means beam means bundle of rays. Bundle of rays. Bundle of rays is called beam. Bundle of rays is called beam. Sorry, beam. Bundle of rays is called beam. Now, a beam is composed of, just for note, since beam composed of beam is composed of collection of rays. So beam is beam is beam can also form structures such as convergent beam, convergent beam, divergent beam, and parallel beam. You know, ray cannot form either convergent, divergent, or parallel. Why? Because a ray is simply a straight line path, not more than that. So if a straight line path cannot form parallel, convergent, divergent, how you say this is convergent? How you say this is convergent? How you say it is divergent? Huh? Are possible na? So a beam always form convergent, divergent, and parallel, but or we can form each of these. Now we go ahead to convergent beam. What does convergent beam means? Convergent beam. So convergent beam means whenever the rays, whenever the reflected rays, whenever the rays is going to meet at a point, beam whose rays, whose rays meet at a point, meet at a point, meet at a point is called convergent beam. Is called convergent beam. Example, see, this is the point A, and all the rays are converging at the point. All these rays are converging at point A. So these three rays are convergent rays and so called convergent beam. Now in this slide I will do this and further we talk about divergent beam. Let's divergent beam. So what the divergent beams? Beam whose rays happens to meet, happens to spit out from a point, not meet, happens to spit out from a point. Beam whose rays, whose rays appear, appear to spit out, spit out from a point. Example, see if you see figure, sorry, figure like this. If you see the figure, तपाईँ के पाउनुहुन्छ भने यहाँबाट डिफ्रेन्ट रेजहरू के गरेछ भने डाइभर्ज गरेछ मिन्स इट इज डाइभर्जिङ ओके एउटा पोइन्ट सपोज दिस इज द पोइन्ट बीबाट सबै रेजहरू के गरेछ डाइभर्ज गरेछ सो निस्किरहेको छ डाइभर्ज गरेछ डाइभर्ज ओके सो इट इज द डाइभर्जिङ सो द वर्ड एउटा पोइन्टबाट हेर्नुहोस् त कसरी निस्किरहेको छ सो इट इज द डाइभर्जिङ Now, we'll talk about parallel beam. one parallel beam वाले ना parallel beam वाली तो okay beam whose rays are parallel rays are parallel is curved parallel example you see figure this is the example of parallel yes this is the example of parallel see this is the these all lines are parallel and just near and that is so these all are parallel beam and parallel beam are mostly come from the distant source like the sun. From sun, the rays, whatever the rays you got from sun, those all are parallel rays. So we talk about all this. Okay, now we'll talk about rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. Rectilinear propagation of light. So what is in the rectilinear propagation of light? The word itself, rectilinear means straight line. Straight line. Straight line is rectilinear and the propagation is travel. Propagation is simply travel. Okay, so straight line traveling of light. Straight line traveling of light. And a light always travel in a straight line path. A light always travel in a straight line path. So why an eclipse is formed? So the example of rectilinear propagation of light, the proof of rectilinear propagation of light is formation of eclipse. Formation of eclipse. You know eclipse? Eclipse is গ্রহণ কে লাগু গ্রহণ লাগু আমি কে বলছো গ্রহণ লাগু what types of গ্রহণ বলছো lunar eclipse and solar eclipse you know very well okay now uh, now we'll talk about incident ray reflected ray point of incidence now see what is mean by incident ray incident ray what does incident ray means so incident ray means striking ray. What do you say? Striking. S-T-R-I-K-I-N. Striking ray or entering ray. Or entering ray. Striking ray or entering ray is called incident ray. See here in the figure. See in this figure, what you observe is A, suppose this is the O and after reflection, so suppose this is angle I and in the law, according to the law of reflection of light, according to the law of reflection of light, the reflected ray makes an equal angle of incidence, that is angle R. So AOB. So see here now, since angle I is equals to angle R, since angle I is equals to angle R, so the ray, the AO, that is ray AO, the ray AO, here the ray AO is incident ray, here the ray AO is incident ray. Now, we'll move on to reflected ray and the point of incidence, and then we'll talk about angle of incidence, angle of reflection. Now, we're going to talk about reflected ray. Reflected ray. So, what is a reflected ray? What is a reflected ray? The bounced back ray. Bounced back ray. That is bounced back ray simply. That is BO. sorry, OB. So that is OB is reflected ray. Now, if we talk about point of incidence, see, see in this case, this is the point of incidence. This is AO and this is B, and this is angle I, and this is angle R. Angle I is equals to angle R. Yes. No. Now we'll talk about point of incidence. Point of incidence, or you say incident point. Incident point, and that incident point is defined as the striking ray. Is the striking ray you strike at a point O on the surface of second medium, that is the points of incidence. The point where incident ray strike is strike on on second medium surface is point of incidence, is point of incidence. Now let's see ahead to, now we'll see ahead to angle of reflection. Angle of, first angle of incidence. What does angle of incidence means? You know very well, angle means simply the two, simply angle of incidence simply means angle between, angle not between, sorry, not between, angle from, angle is always measured from the normal. This is the normal one, angle. So angle from this angle, we start measuring this, we take this angle as base. So angle from normal, angle from normal, that is angle. Angle from normal to incident ray, to incident ray is angle of incidence, is angle of incidence, is angle of incidence, that is angle and it. Okay, we always, we are not allowed to write here angle between. Instead, we have to write angle from. Yes, because we always measure the angle from this normal. That is normal and O. Now, we'll talk about point of angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. Angle of reflection. So, what does angle of reflection means? Angle of, angle from normal, from normal, and to reflected ray, to reflected ray is angle of reflection, is angle of reflection, that is angle and OB. This is angle R and this is angle I. This is angle R, this is angle I. Okay. So along with this, some terms related to reflection of light has been finished.